What is up, everybody? In for a little Easter Sunday stream. Today is the 9th of April. We are kicking off today's stream with a little revisit to MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Now, I got to a point where I feel like I just wasn't getting the caliber of game that I wanted out of MechWarrior 5. So I reached out to some associates, some friends, if you will, try to get an idea of what am I doing wrong? What am I missing in terms of the overall? And they made some suggestions to add some mods into the game. So what we're going to be doing today, and this is mostly just going to be a restart to the existing campaign. We've skipped over all the intro stuff, all the tutorial. We're going to get right back in it. Now, what I got was some great suggestions on how to leverage some light mechs up front to really maximize my ability, and then in turn added some mods in for quality of life improvements. Now, the goal with this is not necessarily to go like completely overboard and overhaul the complete game. I'm also not looking to do any quality of life as far as big cost increases or decreases. I want to try and keep things relatively simple and easy across the board. Now, with these mods, and we're about to go over the mods list in just a second, the intent and purpose is to really just focus on making the experience just a little bit smoother, just a little bit easier, get that quality of life in there, make sure that we understand what's going on. So with that, let's go ahead and crank through our mods list. Now, so we've got our first one here. So this improves the AI for lance mates and enemies. The idea here is that there is a certain degree of just kind of dumb for the lance mates, and I went ahead and added that in. Now, in addition to that, I've also added in the no friendly fire mod, and that was primarily because what ended up happening in one of my previous drops that one of my lance mates crossed my medium laser beam fire and ended up coring them and blew them up. Unfortunately, that caused them to die. So that's one of those things where I want to prevent that kind of activity and make sure that we just kind of keep it a little bit easier on the friendly fire. Definitely a huge one for the quality of life is the jump ship animation. Even though I only played for maybe, 6, 7, 8 hours, including some time that was off stream, man, that jump ship animation just got annoying as all get out. So next is going to be a little bit on the heat gauge, so adding colorization makes it a little easier to see when I'm in the critical range. Armor Green Rascal, so this again is more of just colorifying the damage range on a particular piece. So instead of it just going from everything's fine, red to gone, gives me a little bit more of that information set on where I'm at for where my armor's at. Now, this one, just one of those things where I thought it was really cool. The mod list listed this as having this portrait image was the original portrait image, and we're bringing it back, replace the existing. Now, this one I did have a personal reason for this. Now, this no storage cost is primarily going to be focused around the fact that when we're talking about having flexibility to choose mechs, this is again kind of upfront when you're going through making that transition into from light to medium mechs. I felt like I couldn't really keep a good level of cost versus flexibility. The storage cost, I just was like, ooh, that got really expensive really fast. I'm assuming, and I'm sure that this is going to be the case, as you get into bigger and higher weight mechs, it's going to be more and more storage costs. So to give myself a little bit more flexibility, minimize some of the recurring, I don't know if it's the quarterly costs or if it's monthly. I don't recall how that cycle went because I never kept any extra mechs. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those completely. Now, all of these are turned on. All these look like they're ready to rock and roll. So I'm not aware of any of these not functioning. So this is going to be one of those things that as we go through the initial playthrough, we're going to find out whether or not they're working. Now, I'm going to keep this malcontents one, but I'm going to be primarily focusing on this new build, and you'll see that I call this streaming start, and we're going to kick things off here. So bear with us here while we get that going. Let's get loaded in. Right, so the mission we have right now is the smash and grab, difficulty 5. The Centurion is out of commission completely for a while, so I only have the Javelin. Now, the crazy thing is, I don't even remember using the Javelin at all. So this is going to be one of those scenarios where I'm sure I'm going to end up having a little bit of a shock going from the Centurion as my primary mech to the Javelin, but let's go ahead and get a drop in. 2, 1, let's rock and roll. Uh,
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
my stream
Hangar doors
stats. I made some adjustments on the hardware. See how things are looking.
Okay. The abandoned power station is located on the other side of the ridge. You should be able to make your way through the pass undetected. That Javelin you're piloting is lightly armed, Commander. But what it lacks in firepower and armor, it makes up in speed and mobility. I'm sure you wish the Centurion was repaired and ready to go.
Oh yeah, okay,
This
perfect.
particular mission, though, the Javelin is the mech best suited for the job. And hey, it has jump jets. They could come in handy.
Good try, Rihanna, but I'd still rather have the Centurion.
Well, can't
And
blame
there
you for
she is with her
trying.
little Beretta. Nice! Man, this thing is smoking fast.
Jump jet fuel low.
Man, I miss having a fast mech sometimes. Got that.
The power station being used by these raiders is derelict, Commander. But you can bet its perimeter defenses won't be. My guess, the raiders will have turrets stationed around the perimeter. If that's the case, it means they must have a generator close by. Find and destroy that generator before assaulting the plant, and you'll have a much easier time of it.
Got it. Thanks.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Speed to display battle grid. Okay, cool. I get it. I think I went a little out of order. So, let's head back. I'll calm it down. This little sneaky entrance? Yes.
Okay, there's the geothermal power plant up ahead. There's a number of storage buildings in and around the plant itself. I suspect that's where they're storing their loot. time to smash and grab, Commander. Once you locate a storage crate, mark it for pickup, then move on to the next building. From my initial scans of the site, I've marked where I think the crates could be located. Look there first.
Roger that.
Good work. Marked for pickup. Commander, it appears the derelict plant has a network of backup generators running. Destroy them if you can.
Target acquired. Target acquired.
Go.
Target acquired.
Okay, got it. Keep looking.
I got a little messed up on that. No big deal though. Down. Hopefully I do not do too much damage. That gradient color, that is looking real good.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Good work, Commander. That's the last of their power generators.
Oh, let's see. The old smash and grab. Woohoo! Deuces! Do I need to get anything? I feel like I missed something. Otherwise it wouldn't be displaying that. Press B.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up. All right, that should do it. Go ahead and meet me at the exfiltration point. If you see anything worth blowing up on your way out, say a weapons depot or something, I won't object.
Understood.
You know what? I think I want to look for a mod that changes my profile picture. Look for that. Yeah. I don't know why it's still displaying the press B for display, but that was out of range. Boom! We got lucky. Bad loots? Ooh! Spoke too soon.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm here for destroying targets. Alright, now, having learned my lesson from previous matches, I know that just because you're not supposed to go somewhere doesn't mean there isn't stuff going on over here. So we've got a really fast mech. Let's go see if we bought some stuff. Who knows, we might get lucky. Definitely got some damage on our arm. I gotta be a little careful with that. But overall, we should be okay. Stream is looking pretty rough. So good news there is that we're able to confirm new parts are in. So I may have to take a week off this coming week. Not because of life stuff like this week, but mostly because I'm gonna be gutting my computer and building. So while I get everything all set up, it might take me a little bit of time. Thankful that they start us off on a ice planet. Also because there is a fair amount of heat coming from this javelin. I think normally it starts at like a 17 or a 20 for heat generation. So we're looking mighty healthy here. Hello, what is this? I don't... Oh, is this the backside of where we started looking at destroying things? I think that's just the backside. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like some of these mods. Definitely like the addition of the colorized damage. That is a very handy little add-on. And then gauge, well, we can't see it right now at this very moment, but I know that's there. Thankfully, no issues with that so far. Our first return back. Somewhere over here. Yeah. Okay, so apparently the exterior walls don't count. That's alright though. Let's get inside. Start destroying the things. What's our... Oh, we've got a punch. Oh, man, he's got a little monster swing on him. Yeah, buddy. Be able to just walk through the rest of this. Ooh. small bogeys that we gotta deal with. Ooh! One more small little tank. And you just walk right over it. Big deal. Oh, it did end up clipping our arm though. We lost 2 lasers and an arm. So not terrible. I'm not too worried about it. Does mean we have to be a little bit more careful here. Cooldown is going to be really important to manage. Go. Top one. You're in the clear. Ah, I took some damage. No big deal. I took extra money. This javelin is going to be really easy to repair.
Nice work, Commander. We were able to recover the materials we needed from that raider cache, and Fahad has already started the repairs to the Leopard and Centurion. You've made him a very happy man, though I doubt he'll admit it.
Bum. Right, so while we go through our little bitty, I think our ads are now running, so we're gonna wait here just a moment. Alright, I think we are all set to go. Let's get back into the game. Alright, mission complete. So, we get about a third of the way done with, excuse me, our reputation. We got 600,000 C-bills, 20 reputation. So, I think it's 60 to get to the next level. No big deal. Alright, so we've got a little bit better standing with our employer of Interstellar Expeditions. We lost a little bit of rep with bandits. That's no big deal. We got 3 salvage to work off of. Now, I'm planning on end up doing this in a really interesting way. So, I know that we want to pick up more medium lasers because we just blew up 2. No big deal there. The 1 pip flamer, I'm gonna actually pick that up. Now, in the previous game, I was not big on flamers, but based on my performance of working against some Panthers, they can do some real heat damage. And it really messed me up in terms of managing my heat. So, just in case I end up picking up a mech down the road where I get the opportunity to add a upgraded flamer, I'm going to go ahead and take that. I don't think I have anything that uses small lasers, so I'm just going to pick the 1 extra. I'm not really focused on any of the machine guns just yet, so we'll just kind of keep with that. We'll keep going, rock that roll, bam. So, looking good. Took a 250,000 in damage, mostly because I lost the arm, and then got an extra 50,000. Now, this is where we are going to do this up. I'm going to have to do tier 2, this up, pair this. Let's go across the board, hit that back button. Alright, let's go speak to Fahad. He's out here on the floor.
Aye,
Boom.
boss mate. That was quite the haul
Oh
you
man,
got.
that display,
Gonna make the repairs
I
a
really
bit
broke
easier
something
now.
there.
But don't go getting stars in your eyes or nothing. I'm overworked it, but yeah, like...
Okay. All right, perfect. Now let's jump up to the... Okay, didn't know that did that. Perfect, good to know.
Good work with those raiders, Commander. While you were planetside,
Rihanna,
Okay.
command to make it on that. Well, I think you.
Yep,
you
you already did this, so I'm just gonna skip through it. All right, press B. E. E. There we go. View transmission. All right, so we've got this imminent threat. Okay, cool. So contracts, this is our imminent threat contract, produced in Snowy. This is definitely the contract we want. Before we take that, let's go into our mechs. So 29 days, jeez, take forever. Timeline, next event, 29 days. Next event, let's just go ahead and wait an extra 15 or 18 days, and let's go into the contract. Boom. Now, I don't anticipate doing 400,000, so that's kind of whatever. But I can make an extra, 150 or 250,000 on this C bills payout. So I'm going to go ahead and take that, and I know that my salvage is not going to be high enough. I'm not going to be able to get anything really until later on. So I'm going to skip the salvage. I'm just going to go for the money. Boom.
Mind the weather, Commander.
Now,
It'll
I have 30
compromise
of
your
30, so I'm
visibility.
required to take this mech. That's fine. I really want to get rid of this press B to display background thing fixed out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and hit home here. I'm going to go ahead and save. So let me go ahead and save that bad boy there. We're going to exit game. I'm going to actually call it here for the stream for today. I might do another quick stream later this evening. I want to play around and see if I can get this to work. So we'll go ahead and end it here. This will take care of today's quick run. Not too long of a session, about 30 minutes. Get a quick jump in, but we'll be able to get this uploaded into our YouTube. Basically announce the restart of the series. It looks like all the mods are working. There isn't anything that's crazy going on, at least that I'm seeing. No errors, no real big issues. So we'll go ahead and kick it off here for the day, or maybe for at least the early part of the day, and I might just get another stream in later on, and then we'll see how things rock and roll. If I don't talk to you soon, or if you're watching this at some point in time in the future, happy Easter. I hope everything's going great for you. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Time is the most valuable currency in the world. Once you spend it, you never get it back. So I appreciate any time you spend with me. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good rest of the day, and I might see you a little bit later this evening. Maybe I'll see you later. Who knows? And next round out, I will go ahead and provide some updates on the new build.